Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Gina once again. Today I'm doing an abstract piece, but I'm starting with book pages. My base today is actually another piece of an old calendar. It was one of those really big ones, and I just cut it up in pieces because I just found the material is nice and it would be such a waste to just throw it away. So I cut it up in several pieces, so that's what I've been using as my base to create some nice art pieces. It's pretty cool. Nice recycling and it's sturdy. And this blue tape is actually really, I don't know, it works really well on it. Really, really well. It's amazing. It's like, what material is this? What is it? So I'm using regular school glue. Um, it's no specific brand. I just refill this bottle because I like how the tip is. So I just open it and refill it and I use it. So whatever school glue I get, I just open it and pour it in there. And I wanted to do, so I haven't covered my base with book pages in a while. It's just been strictly just abstract. So I thought today that I would do that because I miss it a lot. Sometimes I'm in a phase where I like to stick and glue and fold things. So I'm not in that phase right now, but I just wanted to stick things down. My colors today are black and yellow. And I don't know, I just wanted to make something. I was just feeling very creative or was I? I was feeling like I needed to create. I don't know about other people and all of you watching, but sometimes I'm in a mood where I'm okay. I don't like it's in my mind and I think about creating, but I just don't go and sit by my desk. And then there are other times when I just need to go and put it on paper, put it on web, whatever. I just need to make something. So this is where I'm at today. Those stamps that I stamped, it's actually foam. I cut up some foam and some strips and I stuck it on a piece of cardboard and so I made my stamp. I really like it. It's so cool. And when I was using it, I was thinking I should probably make some more, different sizes, different kind of, because, different patterns, obviously, because it wouldn't be stuck down the same way. But yeah, I really, really like it and I'm happy that I made it. Yay! What I'm doing now is just the purpose for me stamping was because I just wanted to get something down. I honestly didn't have a plan. I just knew that I wanted to use black and white. Sorry, yellow and black today. And sometimes in order for me to get started, I need to either stick something down or just start putting paint on. So that's why I did the papers and then I came in with the stamping. And usually when I add an element, it gives me an idea to do something else. Or what would happen as well is I would look around my desk to see, what can I use? Or, yeah, that's what happens. And then if it's not on my desk, it's somewhere on one of the shelves. So I had pushed the stamping back a little too much, so I just brought it forward some more. I just added some more because I wanted it to be seen. I really like this stamp a lot. I need to use it more. And I'm trying to have it bright because I know my other color is black. So I'm trying to have a nice bright card, so therefore not too much black. And I'm also trying to go brave because usually, so I realized that I really like black and I get kind of heavy handed with it. As you can see on this left card, it's just, getting consumed by the black. And I'm actually enjoying using this brush as well because it's square, has a square tip, and I like the marks that it makes. And I like how the paint is applied. I like how it feels and looks. So, and I think that's why it is important for us to just keep making stuff because when we use what we have, and I'm saying this for myself to remind myself, when I use what I have, it makes me understand my tools better and my materials better. And it also helps me understand how I feel about them and why I feel the way I feel about them. So therefore, when I want to use it, when I want to do something else, I know I like this because of these marks that it makes, or the way that it feels in my hand, or, different things, or the combination of this and this, all of those things. I find is really amazing but that can only happen. It only happens for me when I use what I have. And even with knowing all of that, I still have a fear of using what I have. And um, there's actually a couple of things that I have that I still haven't used because I don't want it to finish because it was expensive. But I don't know. I mean, I've seen people use it, but I've never used it, so I don't know how I feel about it. And I don't know how I would use it because I've never used it. So I still have that battle happening. I don't know. I mean, do you all still have those battles with different things that you buy and you just don't use because you just, you know, I would love to hear your struggle. If you have that same, struggle. So this material that I have is, I think it's a piece of, what do you call it? A baby wipe. And I am using a piece of paper as well, a book page, and I'm going to use a piece of drywall tape. I love the texture and the look of the drywall tape a lot. And there's so much on a roll that it could last a really, really long time, which is fantastic. I love it. So, and then I also have this bottle here with some page edges, with the punched holes. I like the look of that as well. So I am adding that bit to my card. Again, I try to keep it simple. I try to keep these pieces simple, trying not to use too many things, and also by just using limited colors. But today I wanted to use words. Because I'm trying to decide if to give this away as well, to give these away, but just to capture the feeling and the mood that I was in at the time that I did this card. I really actually like how I realize, and that's the thing, when you make more, you learn more about yourself. And I realize I really like black and yellow together. I like using it, so I would love to do, a further series on it, different types of art, black and yellow pieces. I think that would be cool. Maybe that could be a little project that I do a series. I suppose I kind of do that when I do, my small bits, and it's a lot that I do at the same time, I suppose. But I mean, like bigger pieces, I guess, or over a series of, even if I do it individually, over a period of time, probably do like 10 together, or 6 or something, not the tiny pieces, but the bigger ones. Yeah, I think that's a cool project. Like, I could have a greens and a blues, and yeah, I need to write that down. So that one is pretty much done on the left. I brightened up the background before I stuck it down because it was just kind of fading into the background and I wanted it to stand out. So that's why I added the white, just to help it, the words, well, I guess my focal points, just to help it pop. And this one, I'm going to use my leaf again. I love leaves. I would like to do some more research on how I can use them, But I really, really love leaves. Here I'm using my China marker because I want to have the leaves stand out. And I want it, what's the word? Embraced by the circle? Not embraced, but enfolded. What's the word? I like the word is floating around my head and it just wouldn't be pinpointed. Yeah. So I'm also pushing the background back so the leaf is going to stand out. But it's so cute. I just love it. And then I was thinking, as much as I want to push the background back, I had to make it still look like it's a part of the card. So that's why I added just some very, very faint stamping marks. And I'm adding in some scribbles again as well. Well, not again, but I'm adding some scribbles just to add some more character to the background, but also to tie it into the rest of the card because I don't want to look like I just stuck it down. And here again, I'm just going all heavy, crazy with the black. It's just like, whoa, that's a lot. And I thought my circle, my oval was too faint and I wanted it to really stand out. So I went over it with a fine liner bottle with paint in it and I just made that pop. I'm going to add some nice scribbly writing as well. What they call it, asemic writing. Because the black is it's too much in my face and the asemic writing will add some pops of yellow, which is what I wanted. And it will also cover some of the black. And then at this point, I mean, I like the leaf, but I just find it not really gelling well on the page. It's not matching properly. So I'm going to cover it with some paint, which was it was a surprise for me because I really didn't plan on it. And when I did add it, I was kind of screaming in my head, "Oh my gosh, Gina, what are you doing?" Because it was just so white and I was like, no, because I still wanted to see the leaf. So I just let it sit for 2 seconds and then I came in with my rag and I rubbed it. And then I felt like I rubbed off too much. So I added a little more in some places. And it's just add and take away. That's happening now. And then I am adding a border because if I just rest it on the card like that, it's just going to blend into the card and you wouldn't really see it. So I thought, okay, this looks cool, but I thought let's try and highlight the spine, which worked out pretty okay. Tell you, this brush is amazing. It makes me feel so powerful. Oh, I love this brush. Yeah, I need to get some more square brushes. And I felt that it was too pale, so I went brave again, extremely brave. I was kind of scared after I did it. And then I wiped it off, just like I did all the previous times. And I was like, okay, this actually not too bad. And then here I was trying to decide, should I just turn it over and use the other side, or is it okay? I don't know what to do. But I kind of liked how it turned out. It really definitely wasn't planned. Definitely didn't plan to paint the leaf. I wanted to see the leaf, but I actually like how it turned out. And then I felt that it was just kind of blah just on the card like that. And so I am adding a background to add to the leaf to try and help, because it felt unfinished. It didn't feel right. And that's what I like about abstract art and mixed media as well. You know, you just do what you do until it feels right for you. Yes, it's good to follow the rules and you know, okay, this is should be done, and you know, you have certain steps, but it's really good when you just follow your intuition and you just stay in the zone and just be focused on, okay, what am I doing? How does this make me feel? How do I feel about putting this here? And then sometimes you just add one little piece and you just feel a nice piece. You feel like an exhale, like, yes, and that's when okay. And I think what's important too is not to think too much about what other people will think. And, because, well, for me, I'd make art for me, definitely. But I also want people to be inspired by it and be encouraged by it. But I do it for me because a lot of people, they don't understand it or they don't like it because it's not a specific thing. It's not a flower or it's not a boat or it's not it's not something specific. And some people, they just can't get out of that box that they put art in, and they can't think outside and think, wow, this is interesting. And I wonder, they don't think, how does this make me feel? They just like, so what is it supposed to be? What does it mean? Sometimes what I ask people is, well, what do you see? And how does it make you feel? And that's when they start to think outside of their box that they put art in. So, yeah, make art. I mean, I make art for people to enjoy and be encouraged by and inspired by, but I do it for me. Because if I did it for people all the time, I would stop. I would have stopped a long time ago. So, these are my pieces. I hope you really like them. I hope you are inspired and encouraged by them. I would love to hear what you think and how you feel about art that you make as well, and your journey. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.